Alright, well, thank you so much again for meeting me.
Of course, we'll always make time for matters this important.
Of course, and this is very important, definitely takes priority.
Well, we wanted to review our banned books for the Utah Public School, and we want to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay, well, we'll see. So, what do you have for me? You don't have the books themselves.
Wouldn't want to waste paper.
Wouldn't want that.
So first, our first book that was banned at the school, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Oh, this is the book about a boy dealing with his father passing in 9/11.
Yeah, it is violent.
Well, so was 9/11. That's a big part of it.
Not only is it violent, but it discusses sex.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What's that?
Sex. It discusses sex.
Oh, sex. Well, yeah, there's definitely some of that in the book. But I would say the main focus is in education on grief and 9/11, and then there happens to be sexual content.
Well, it's disgusting.
Okay, all right. What do you have for me next?
Next is statewide bans.
Okay.
First, Milk and Honey.
This is the book about the young girls facing sexual assault.
No child should ever have to read such things.
I think you mean children should not be facing such things. It's more important. No? Okay.
Okay, next we have Forever.
Let me guess, your problem is Judy Blume's discussion of sex and birth control. Yeah, I got that much.
I have kids of my own, and there's no reason for them to be reading this.
High school kids?
Yeah, my son's a junior.
Okay, have you ever looked at his search history?
Look,
It's not that
he
big.
should not be looking at this, or reading about sex, or even worse, birth control, at school.
Yeah, I mean, those are definitely topics that are much better covered outside of school. Okay.
Next, Fallout.
Oh, the children battling with their mom's addiction and all of that.
How would that be relevant to a student?
How would you know if it was?
I know it isn't.
Because you're so good at reading. Reading people.
Okay. Next we have Blankets. They're at church camp doing unspeakable things.
Well, they look cute on the cover.
Outrageous! They are turning away from their faith. This book is about propaganda for teenage rebellion.
Alright, well, I'm sure no teenager in Utah has ever questioned their faith.
Damn straight.
Okay.
One more. What Girls Are Made Of.
Alright, a story about self-love and self-discovery, and you want it banned because you find it offensive, and God forbid we don't remove everything that you find offensive. Now, are we good?
No. Now I want to discuss the books that I would like to see removed from our shelves in the future.
Oh, fuck.
First off, Animal Farm. Pigs are not men.
You're right. Sometimes men are the pigs.
Next, genderqueer. Our students
Might relate to it. It's good.
The Hate That You Give. Education.
It starts with learning about worlds that might be different than your own.
Ooh, The Diary of Anne Frank. You know we don't actually know
Alright, we're
this.
gonna pump the brakes on that one right there. Are we done?
No. Finally, the Lorax. Listen, this wokeness has become a disease.
Okay, I'm gonna say this again. Just because you have a problem with something doesn't mean everyone has to have a problem with that thing. These are 16 and 17-year-olds we're talking about. They don't live under a rock. I mean, books aren't the most dangerous thing in their lives. Half of them don't even read anyways.
Well, I'll make sure the ones that do are reading this pornographic propaganda.
Okay. I think we're good here. So there's the door.
We will be meeting with you again.
It would be a shame if you weren't.